Hi everyone, this is Eric from School of Guitar Theory, and today we're going to learn how to play Thunderstruck, as played by the incredible Angus Young, lead guitarist for ACDC. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the classic introduction, again, as played by Angus Young. We've broken it down into two easy-to-play patterns for you, and we're going to practice switching between those two patterns, so you'll be playing it at full speed in no time. Then we're going to go on to the main riff, which I've broken down into three different sections. Again, these are really easy to play patterns, and we're also going to talk about alternate picking, which is going to help you play all of those really fast notes cleanly and clearly. Thunderstruck was originally recorded in standard tuning, and that's what we're going to be using today. If you're looking for a playthrough video with tabs and sheet music and all that good stuff, I made a separate video just for you. You can find a link to that in the description below. I always like to start every video with a little bit of practical music theory to help you understand how the song works and help you to learn it faster. If you'd like to skip that part, I've made a timestamp over here. Go ahead and jump to that part of the video and we'll just get straight to playing. Let's get to it. So in the main section of Thunderstruck, they play this particular scale going down the B string. So what is that? Well, that is the B Mixolydian mode. So what's a mode? Well, if you take any major scale and you start or end that scale on a note other than the root note or the regular note or the starting note, the name of the scale, you get a mode. So that sounds kind of confusing, I know, but let's take the E major scale as an example. So we're going to play this E major scale. That would be the first mode of the E major scale. If I start that on the second note, which is an F sharp in this case, it would sound like this. The name for that is the Dorian mode. From there, if we jump ahead to our B, which is the fifth note in the scale, we get the B Mixolydian mode, which sounds like this. Now, if you play it backwards and add a few things, you get this. Let's get into the intro. This is what it sounds like. By the way, did you know that Angus Young actually confused an entire generation of guitarists in the official video for Thunderstruck? In the video, Angus played that intro using nothing but hammer-ons and pull-offs, using just his left hand. Now, on the recording, Angus was actually picking every single note, and to this day, there are tons of guitarists, myself included, who will automatically go for that hammer-on pull-off thing. They'll put their hand in the air and they'll have a great time with it. But today, we're going to learn how Angus actually played it on the recording. Let's go. We're going to start with our open B, then we're going to play the 4th fret on the B string, back to open B, and then 7 on B, back to open B. We're going to call this pattern number 1, and pattern number 1 repeats a total of 8 times, so it sounds like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's pattern 1. Now pattern 2 is almost the same. All we're doing is moving everything up by 1 fret. In this case, 1 fret to the right. We're going to play open B, then 5, then open B, then 8. Back to open B. So that's pattern 2. Again, a total of 8 times. So let's play that together 8 times in a row. 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice job. All right, let's put together parts 1 and 2. So here's part 1 again, just as a reminder. And then part 2. All right, 8 times a piece. Here we go. Nice and slow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. Nice. Now it's really important to practice these things slowly at first to build up the muscle memory for each of these patterns. Once you have the patterns feeling really good and you don't have to think about them anymore, you can play this song pretty much as fast as you want. So let's go a little faster now. Let's go kind of a medium tempo and practice playing that together. All right? 1, 2, ready, go. 7, 8, and switch. Now, let's try playing it at full speed just for the fun of it. 1, 2, ready, go. If you want that sound, that's what it takes. Now, later on in the video, we're going to talk a little bit about how to pick a little bit more cleanly and clearly so that every note is articulate. In the meantime, let's get to the main riff. We're going to break this down into 3 parts. We're going to play each part separately and then combine them at slow, medium, and fast speeds. So let's get to it. Part 1 starts at the 12th fret on the B string, followed by an open B. Then we go to the 10th fret on B, followed by another open B. Then the 9th fret on B again, then open B, back to 10 on B, back to open B, and then back to 9 on B. So let's walk through that all together. So 12, open, 10, open, 9, open, 10, open, 9. Awesome. Let's do that one more time. Ready, go. 12, open, 10, open, 9, open, 10, open, 9. Nice. Let's go on to part 2. Part 2 starts with the open B string. Then we play a 7th fret on B, back to open B, then 9 on B, back to open B, to 5 on B, to open B, and finishing with a 7 on our B string. So again, here's part 2 all the way through, starting with an open B. 7, 9, 5, and then 7. Let's do that one more time together. 1, 2, ready, go. Awesome. Let's put parts 1 and 2 together now. So we're going to go back to that 12th fret. Here's part 1. Here's part 2. And now on to part 3, starting with an open B string. We play 4 on B again, open B, 5 on B, back to open, back to 4, to open, to 5, to open, to 4, to 5, and to open again. Part 3 is really repetitive, so really we're playing 4 and 5 with open strings in between, and we do that a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So it looks like this. Let's play part 3 together one more time nice and slowly, starting on open B. Nice. Now let's put all 3 parts together and see how they flow into each other. We're going to play this really slowly to begin with. Follow along with the tab on your screen if you're not sure where we are. Starting at the 12th fret, here's part 1. Part 2. Part 3. Nice job. Let's go at a more moderate pace now. 1, 2, ready, go. Part 2. And that was part 3. Let's do it one more time. Part 1. Part 2. Part 3. You don't have to hit every note perfectly every single time. This is why we practice this stuff. This is why we're learning this together. It's part of the fun of this. Let's go at a more intermediate speed now, a little faster. 1, 2, ready, go. One more time, a little faster. 1, 2, ready, go. Nice. Now let's go full speed just for the fun of it. Keep up if you can, no pressure. You can always go back and play this slower. 1, 2, ready, go. Nice job. Finally, we're going to look at one of the biggest technical challenges to playing Thunderstruck cleanly and clearly, and that's alternate picking every single note. So what is alternate picking? Well, alternate picking just means that we're moving the pick up and down to pick multiple notes. It looks like this. So how do we make that clean? Well, step one is to make sure that we're not picking with too much motion in our pick. If we pick too big, we get a lot of other open strings that'll start to ring out and make sound. It'll look and sound like this. By making our picking motion a little bit smaller, we eliminate those extra strings. Second, we're going to take the heel of our palm and rest it on the thicker strings up here by the bridge. And what that will do is keep those strings from ringing out while we're playing our B string. So this is what that looks like. And then finally, we're going to use our middle finger or our ring finger to touch very gently the E string. And what that does is it keeps the E string from making any additional sound while we're picking on our B. Put that together and it looks like this. So altogether we have 3 points. Pick a little smaller, use your palm to rest on the bridge to mute the low notes, and then allow your middle finger to touch the E string to mute that note. And then you've got an easy, clean, clear way to play all of Thunderstruck. Today we talked about the introduction and main riff to Thunderstruck, talked a little bit about the music theory behind modes, and in particular which modes are used to play Thunderstruck, and then also a discussion about some technique tips, especially around alternate picking. We post a brand new song tutorial video along with a full playthrough every Tuesday. We also post a lesson video every Thursday, plus bonus content throughout the week. So if there's a song or music theory concept or lesson concept that you're interested in learning about, go ahead and let us know in the comments below. If you request it, we'll probably do that video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like as it really helps out the channel. And if you'd like to be notified whenever we post new videos on this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notified. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.